Hi there, it's Peter here again, the guy who hates tomatoes but loves front-end development. Thanks for tuning in for my next live broadcast where I have some breaking news regarding the React licensing issues. Okay, before we go into it, just let me know where are you tuning in from. I know it's a middle of the day, middle of Saturday for me down in Australia, but maybe you are somewhere else around the world. So let me know where are you tuning in from. And we'll get to the Facebook licensing update very, very shortly. Thanks for tuning in. We've got 4 people straight away. Hello, Chris. Hello from where? Let me know where are you tuning in from. There is some South America, Brazil. Hello from Brazil. What time is it in Brazil now? I've got almost midday on Saturday. So I think you are a couple hours behind, so you might have a Friday. Hello from Morocco, 2:38 in the morning. Come on, you're not that crazy. Canada, hello. And yeah, look, I've got a middle of Saturday. I've just went with my son and wife outside to grab some coffee, and I've seen this tweet in the Twitter feed, and it was very exciting because, as you know, there is a lot of issues, a lot of people thinking about what is actually Facebook doing with their React licensing. Philippines, hello from Philippines, hello to China. Looks like we've got the whole world inside of the house, which is great. And as I said, I've seen this tweet in my Twitter feed and it sounded very, very cool. We are relicensing React, Jest, Flow and Immutable.js under the MIT license. Okay, so what's happening? That a couple weeks ago React introduced this new patent licensing issue, and a lot of people started questioning whether to use React on their projects. What does this license actually mean for their products if they've already used React? And it just created a lot of confusion. A lot of people didn't know whether to start learning React or to start learning Vue.js. So what Facebook actually realized is that they have to revert back to the previous licensing and MIT license, to be more specific, and that way everyone can be more calmer and they can start shipping good products again without thinking, hey, do I need to use React, and if I use it, what does the license actually mean for me? Okay, so Facebook is reverting to the original license, so you don't have to think about it, you don't have to think about licensing issues, and you can just start using React or keep using React as you did before. Okay, this is a great news. I'm really excited about the news because I've spoke to a lot of developers over the last couple of weeks, and even on Twitter and Facebook, I could feel like people actually don't want to start learning React, or they don't want to spend time just following up and building their products. And actually the big player in this game, which is WordPress, they building a new version of WordPress. Originally it was built on React, but once these licensing issues started coming up, they reverted back to Preact, or I'm not sure if to Preact, but they started, I think WordPress pressure was essential. Yeah, that's probably the biggest player. And once they announced that they will be not using React, but maybe Preact or Vue.js, I'm not sure which one they went with, Facebook obviously sat down and re-evaluated. So this is a great news for us, general public and developers. Obviously, we are not lawyers, so I didn't want to create a video which does not have any facts behind it, and licensing issues it can get very complicated, but this is very straightforward and exciting news that Facebook is reverting back to the original license. Okay, if you like that, let me know, hit the thumbs up. What did you think about this licensing issue? Have you started questioning, and were you a little bit confused? What does it mean for you and going forward with using React? Let me know. I'm very curious if you were also confused or not. Let me know what do you think about these licensing issues. Okay, as I said, this was a very quick update. I just wanted to let you know, maybe you didn't see the tweet, and I'll link to the tweet under the description, or in the description of this video. I'll also link to a tweet which went live, and there's a lot of confusion, there's a lot of questions asked, so follow up the conversation under the tweet and Dan Abramov is actually answering some of the questions. So will React Native keep patents license? At the moment, I think they will keep it on React Native, okay? So the licensing is reverting back only on the React, Jest, Flow, and Immutable.js. So any other React products or Facebook products will still keep that. And as I said, the biggest player who probably made a big difference or big decision on reverting back to the old license is WordPress, because they started looking for other options and they were open to even dump all the React code base and rewrite the new version of WordPress in Preact or Vue.js, okay, so another frameworks. They were starting looking for alternatives, and that's essentially why Facebook sat down and reverted back. So for us, general public, this is a great news. If you like the news, give me a thumbs up, hit the like button, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos like this from the guy who hates tomatoes but loves front-end development. And now this is all what I have time for. I need to go pick up the kids from a play day. What is the best framework in the moment by Componentes? This sounds like some South American question. I don't know, really. It depends on what you like. Obviously prefer React, but a lot of people started using Vue.js, AngularJS, so it really depends what your taste is. I would suggest try a few of them on small demos and see what is the kind of coding you like. I like React because you essentially writing pure JavaScript and you can reuse that knowledge on other frameworks as well. Okay, hello, Snake App, more premium courses. I've just finished one React workshop which took me a while, which was quite complex, but yeah, I'm always on the lookout what to do next, and obviously still there's a lot to cover with React Router, Redux. There's a lot of stuff just in the React ecosystem, so I'm very excited about this news because I think a lot of people can now calm down and really dive in and master React. What would be the professional's choice for hybrid apps? Do you mean web app and iOS app at the same time? I think the React Native is probably the best question. Once you learn React, then you can use that knowledge and build iOS apps as well. And I think that also exports to Android, so that way you would cover all fronts. And I think also if you use Electron, if you want to create a desktop app for your Mac or PC, you can use Electron, and that can have React as the code base behind it. Okay, so essentially once you learn React, you can build desktop apps, iOS apps, Android apps, and obviously web applications as well. Okay, so React is very powerful. That lets you one code base, lets you deploy all your code and have the same code base for multiple platforms. Okay, some people give me some thumbs up. We've got 18 people watching. Give me more thumbs up if you're enjoying this update from Facebook. And React Native versus Ionic. I'm not expert on Ionic and React Native, so I can't really compare. I don't want to give you some advice which is not based on my experience, so I cannot. Maybe someone else can answer the question in the comments whether React Native is better than Ionic or what is the difference. Okay, so maybe someone can type in the answer if you have experience with any of these. And what is your experience with React anyway? Are there a lot of React fans in the house, or Vue.js? Give me A for React, B for Vue, and C for Angular. Okay, what are you using on your projects? I'm very, very curious. A, React, B, Vue, and C, Angular.js. Okay, let me know. We've got A, C, V, C. Okay, V. What is V? I said A, B, C, and some of you typing V. A, C, B. Looks like we've got a mix of frameworks that you are using, and that is actually fine. You know, you can use whatever suits you, whatever suits your team, and there's nothing wrong. I'm sure you can create perfect app with A, with B, or with C. It doesn't really matter what you use. It depends what the product is, what it solves, and how it helps people to do X or Y or Z. Okay, it doesn't really matter if you use Facebook's React, Vue.js or Angular. It depends what are you trying to solve. Okay, so forget about the frameworks for a bit, just focus on, hey, what are the customers or users really trying to get out of the app, and is the app easy to use? And that's the best way how to create something successful. Okay, don't jump onto React or Vue or Angular just because others are using it. Okay, so learn what's around you. So if you see a lot of job posts and asking for React knowledge, then obviously learn React. But if you see a lot of Angular projects around you and big companies using it, learn Angular. Okay, the company I'm at the moment contracting to, they have multiple project teams, and some of them using React, some of them using Vue, some of them using Angular. So even within one company, you might have multiple frameworks used on different products. So try to learn more, try to learn all of them, but obviously I think more you specialize in one of them, the better you are, the better chance to get a job or better job. What's Redux for? Hey, from Salvador. Redux is useful for your state management. So if you have a lot of components and you don't want to include the state inside of individual components, and you want to have one place where all the data are stored, that's what Redux is for. So it simplifies your state management. The other state management library, which is similar to Redux but different, is Mobex. Okay, so Redux, Mobex, they are state management libraries. But if you are new to React, just start with React and the state management. Just try to learn and master the state itself. Try to pass it down as props to as many components as you can handle. And once you get to the point where you're passing a lot of things, then that's where you start learning Redux. A lot of people new to React, they try to learn both at the same time, and it gets confusing. Even for me, it was very hard to get the grasp of what is actually React used for and what is Redux used for. So don't try to learn both at the same time unless you're very, very comfortable with JavaScript. If you are new to it, learn React, try to use the state as much as you can, and then if you get to a point that the app and your management of the data becomes too clunky and you're passing a lot of data between components, that's when you start choosing between Mobex and React. Okay, so or Redux, sorry. Alrighty, that's another few questions before we wrap it up. As I said, if you've joined now, then I'll leave the link under the video to the blog post from Facebook where they announced that they're reverting back to the MIT license, which means that you don't have to think anymore about whether to start learning or using React. It's all open source and you can use it as much as you like. Okay, so if you enjoyed this update from Facebook, give me a thumbs up. We'll wrap it up here if there are not any other questions, and I hope to see you inside of another video. Obviously, I've got the React 101. If you are new to React and you want to learn from the start, then check out the React 101. I'll leave the link under the description, in the description as well. And that's where we will build 3 projects from start to finish. Okay, answer mine at least. Okay, so can you repeat the question? I didn't get it. Okay, I wish I can give more than one thumb. Maybe log out, log in with someone else and give me another thumbs up. Okay, what was the question? Sorry if I missed it, but hey, there was so many comments coming up that I probably missed it. And can I go back inside of here? No, I can't go. Okay, so I can't go back and swipe to other comments. So if you repeat the question, I hope to help you out as well. We've got 16 people watching and only 15 comments. Okay, 15 likes. So some of you are a bit lazy on the like button. The promotion is available. Sorry, I didn't see that. I wish I can give you. The promotion is available again. If I buy React Workshop, can get access to animation combo. It's not available anymore, but you know what? Get in touch with me. Get in touch over the. Just go to my site. There is a contact form. Just hit me up there, and I'll hook you up with the the special as well. Okay, so it's not live yet, it's not live at the moment, but yeah, just get in touch through the contact form and I'll hook you up. Okay, so the promo was React Workshop plus all the other animation courses. So yeah, you'll get the deal if you get in touch through the contact form. All right. Any other question? No problem. You're welcome. And we actually equalized. We've got 17 people watching, 17 thumbs up. That's fantastic. And as I said, guys, I've got a midday on Saturday, so it's about lunchtime for me. Hope you're enjoying your Friday night drinks. Maybe you're going out for drinks, and hopefully you're enjoying this new Facebook update of the license. Okay, what deal are you talking about? Santino Valenzuela. Okay, again, South America in the house. So when I launched the React Workshop, I run a promotional period. When you sign up to React Workshop, you get also all the other animation courses. Okay, so it was React Workshop plus animation combo all in one package, and that's what this period, this launch period, is already gone. And one of you was asking if it's still on. So I was saying no, it's not on. But hey, if you get in touch with me in the contact form, then I'll hook you up with the deal. So you get React Workshop and the animation combo. Okay, that was the question. Any other questions before we wrap it up? And yeah, at the moment, just so you know what's coming up on my YouTube channel also, I will start publishing the... Anyway, you go have a lunch. Can I find that question from Arwind? You are ignoring my question. I see always you are... Here it is. Is Redux like an MVC architecture? No, I don't think... Redux is a state management, has nothing to do with a MVC architecture. So React is the V in the MVC, so model, view and controller. So React is only the V in there, and Redux helps you to manage the data inside of your components. Okay, so I don't think that it like MVC architecture. Is Redux like an MVC architecture? No, I don't think so. It helps you just to manage the state of your React components. Okay, so that's where you have, let's say you have a dashboard with data, and that's where you store all your data and then show it inside of the components. Okay, so hope that answers your question, Arvind. I'm not sure exactly if that helps or not. Okay, I will contact you via the form. No problem, Santino. And likes Vuex. Yes, so we've got MobX, Vuex, anything. I'm sure in Angular there must be some AngularX. Looks like they try to name it the same way across the different platforms. Both React and Redux work as MVVM. Okay, MVVM, MVC, so many shortcuts. It can get confusing for people who are new to it, but yeah, hopefully that answered your question. Any other questions? Any other questions? Thanks again for tuning in. We have a lot of people in the house, which is great. Before we wrap it up, last round, hit me up with the thumbs up, leave a comment. And why does someone need to learn both React Native and Redux for mobile apps? I think it's for the same reason that why you're learning React and Redux, because in React Native you also need to store the data somewhere. So React Native just helps you create the components, and then Redux helps you to store the data for it. So whether you're using React Native or React, the pure React for the web, you still need to, not that you need to learn the Redux, but once your application grows, that's when you should put a Redux on top of it. Okay, so start with the state first. Don't try to confuse yourself and stop learning or slow down your progress of learning React just by introducing the Redux too early. Make sure that you know why do you need it and what problem it solves for you. If you try to learn it too early, you'll be confused and you will not know what problem it actually solves. Okay, so my advice for new React developers is learn React first, and only when you come to a point where you try to solve problem, try to look for the answer in the other. Okay. Do you have any courses to start with React? Okay, Chris, yes, I do have a React 101, but also on my YouTube channel, I have, I think, 8 or 9 videos. So just go to my YouTube channel playlist, and there is a React Tutorials 2017 that starts completely from scratch, plain folder, and that's where we build everything up from there. So I recommend that playlist first, then the React 101, and then I have more premium React workshops as well. Okay, but they are for more advanced developers. So start with the playlist first, then React 101, and then later on, if you want to learn even more, the React workshop. There was few questions as well. Arvin, I love your questions. Keep them coming. Are you going to make some videos on making mobile apps using React Native? Okay, so at the moment, I'm not planning it. I'm front-end developer. All my work and projects are web-based, but like as a hobby on the side, I'll try to learn React Native, but I'm a newbie, so I'm not in a state where I can teach someone else how to use it. I'll need to first dive into it. So the short answer is no, but maybe one day in the future, why not? Petra, please, can you create tutorials for improve design? Improve design, it's a design thing, and I don't know if I am skilled enough in the design part to say how to improve it. Okay, so it's more visual, and I'm more into the coding. I know what looks good, I know how to tweak things, but I don't know if I would give you the right answer, so I don't have any design background. So how to improve design, it's quite tricky question, because you need to know improve in what sense. Okay, so yeah, you probably need to follow up someone. There is someone, what's his name, Mackenzie Child, which has he's a designer somewhere in US. So maybe follow him up, and I'll maybe link few of the design based channels inside of the description as well, that you can follow them up if you want to, if you are more into the design. Okay, follow up my channel for all the front end HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React, and some of the front end coding. What do you prefer? Webpack, Grunt? I don't need to read the rest. I prefer Webpack. Okay, and why? Because it plays very nicely with the React ecosystem. Okay, you just create the Webpack config, and then it bundles everything in together. You can import, export modules, and Webpack makes that very, very simple. But it is, I'll be honest, it is very overwhelming if you start with it. So that's why I created that playlist, Webpack 2 tutorials. So check that out. It again goes from the scratch. So you have empty folder, and then we build up the Webpack config. We're solving one problem at a time. So check the Webpack 2 playlist first, and then you can. That's what will uncover a lot of the power of Webpack. Okay, so start with a little bit and build on top of it. What do you prefer, Webpack, Grunt? So we've already answered that. All right, thanks, man. I like your videos. Thank you very much. So far, I watched only Webpack once, but I believe you'll be a great teacher for the rest. No problem. Find what you need, and if you've enjoyed the Webpack, I'm sure the React tutorials will help you out as well. Okay. When you think native module loaders will become more mainstream? I think it's very, very fresh from what I know. It's only in the latest Chrome, and so I think it's few months, or yeah, definitely a few months away from before it becoming a mainstream. So until then, Webpack's your best friend. I only find this in your playlist, React Tutorials 2017. That's Criff, this is what I was talking about. So that's the basic playlist of React Tutorials. And then that leads on to React 101. So if you search React 101, then that sends you to my site where you can download the files and follow me step by step. So React 101 is the next step after the React Tutorials 2017. Okay, plenty of questions. Love it, love it. Hopefully you're enjoying Friday night, Saturday night, whatever time is at your place. I'll be wrapping it up here. Thanks all for the likes. We've got 18 likes. Hey, if we can make it 20, I'll come live quicker than last time. Are you not hungry? I am, but I just feel bad to stop it when you're asking me questions, okay? So, you see, Erwin, that's why I stick around, because you asked me so many times and I didn't see the question. And I answered it at the end, okay? So, yes, I am hungry. Trust me, I'm very hungry. Okay, 21 likes. That exceeds the expectations. We wanted to get to 20, so thanks a lot, guys. Have a great day. Last one, but I love it. Ghost asked me, Matter.js or React? Is it good idea, or do you recommend another combination? I don't have any experience with Matter, to be honest, so I can't compare, but I can definitely recommend React. Okay, React's cool, and now with the new update, that we don't have to think about any licensing issues, that's even better. Okay, so if you haven't started learning React, I recommend you starting today, and what a perfect weekend for it. Okay, that will wrap it up from me, guys. Have a great day, night, whatever time is at your place, and I'll see you in my future videos. Until next time, when are you doing this next? When do you want, Christopher? Tell me, when do you want the next live broadcast to be, and what do you want to cover? Okay, it's Christopher's shout out, and I'll wait for that to reply, and then we'll do it. Okay, whatever you want, whatever topic, whenever you want, and we'll make it happen. Let him feel. yeah, good one. I like that, Arvind. I like it. Let him feed himself, guys. Okay, so now I will really wrap it up, but I'm waiting for Christopher to answer. When are you going to do this next? Okay, so let me know what do you want to cover, when, and we'll make it happen, Christopher. I'm still waiting. You got 15 seconds to answer, and come on, Christopher, I'm waiting. Everyone's waiting. Christopher, come on, there is a little bit of pressure. Oh, here it is. This is cool. I got a new dev job and I want to talk about this stuff. Okay, so what are you actually next week? Next week is fantastic, but what sort of projects are you working on? Is it React? Is it Webpack that you're struggling with? SAS? Is it WordPress? What are your projects mostly covering? And then we can have a discussion about it. Okay, let me know, Christopher. I'm using Amber. Oh, Amber. I've heard about Amber, but I've never used it, so I don't know. Maybe someone else can chip in, but I'm not the best guy to cover Amber, to be honest. Not sure if I can have a broadcast about something that I've never used. It's really deeply coupled with the logic. Okay, so yeah, that's all I can say. You probably know more about it than me, to be honest. Like Ruby on Rails from front end. Yeah, I don't know much about Amber. So as I said, all I can cover is all I know, and that's React, JavaScript, ES6, Webpack, front end, CSS, SAS. That's what I will cover. That's all I've covered past 2 years. So if you haven't watched any of my videos, go and check them out. And the other thing, obviously, I can't forget is GreenSock. Okay, so one thing that I will start exploring more is GreenSock and React, and how to make these two work together to create something more interactive and visually interactive. I'm just learning it. One more, my company ES6. Yeah, you should definitely use ES6 and compile it down to ES5. Alrighty, guys, I'll really wrap it up. As you know, some of you are very, very hungry, but thanks for the chat. It was great as always, and I'll catch you up in my future videos. Until next time, happy coding. Bye.